Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So we just got a new week and we've got quite a few stuff with the new week. We've got a new dungeon, a new Blackrock themed dungeon with a new Blackrock grid, but we also got new towers. So we went from the classic arrow towers and now we are working with the dragon towers. So yeah, the dragon tower do elemental damage. It's gonna make all resistant mini stronger, and there's also some other unique interactions. So yeah, for today we have a General Drakkisath list that works with the resistant trait and all of that elemental damage. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Just before we get into it, if you guys love the content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be making so much more content for the game, so make sure to subscribe. It's free. Click down below, and without further ado, let's jump into it. Check it out. So the list runs General Drakkisath, the Pyromancer, the Fire Elemental, the Frostwolf Shaman, the Safe Pilot, the Quillbore, and we have Chain Lightning. So we are going to talk first of all about General Drakkisath. General Drakkisath has the ability of nearby enemies take 50% more elemental damage. And him by himself, what he is, he's a melee tank unit. He also has the resistant trait, and he also does some elemental damage. So that's the whole idea of playing General Drakkisath. We are going to play him as our main tank, and we are going to play a bunch of units that do elemental damage. And we are also going to see that we have some special tricks to make General Drakkisath even more tanky. So for the talent I'm running is Chromatic Scales, which grants nearby allies the resistant trait. So this, you might think it's not really good, but it's especially good for all of the different spells. So what the resistant trait does is that it reduces the damage by 50% from all elemental damage source. So this is pretty much every single spell, and obviously all the other minis that does elemental damage. So yeah, General Drakkisath, he is a very interesting leader. He's extremely beefy. We are going to put him in the front line, and we are going to support him with some other stuff. So the first thing we are going to support him with is our Frostwolf Shaman. So Frostwolf Shaman, he is a healer. The Frostwolf Shaman heals with like a chain ability, so he can heal up to 3 target. But most importantly, we are going to play him with the Earth Shield talent. So the Earth Shield talent gives armored to a nearby ally, but only to a single ally, and we are going to try to give it to our General Drakkisath. So the General Drakkisath is going to have resistant and armored, and he's also going to get healed by the Frostwolf Shaman. So just by themselves, these two are going to create an extremely good push, because the Frostwolf Shaman will do double damage from his elemental damage as well. So even the Frostwolf Shaman will have some good damage when he's paired with General Drakkisath. So yeah, we play our Frostwolf Shaman in the back line to heal whatever we put in front. This is our General Drakkisath, but we also have the possibility of playing our Fire Elemental. So this is a crazy good combo. I've talked about this combo in my 10 different combo video. So the Fire Elemental, another great tank. The Fire Elemental does some elemental damage, obviously. And when we pair it with the Frostwolf Shaman, he's obviously going to have the, once again, resistant and armored ability. So what's crazy about the Fire Elemental is that he does some AoE damage in front of him. So he's like cleaving in front of him, which is really good to deal with a lot of swarm units. But we also are going to pair him with another talent, which is Immolation Aura. All right, and Immolation Aura periodically damages nearby enemies. This is really good for especially all of the Maev list, or everything that is cloaked, while then the AoE damage from the Fire Elemental will deal with all of the cloak. It will remove cloak from them. So extremely good, extremely good unit when we pair with the Frostwolf Shaman. So yeah, very good. We don't want to play just the Fire Elemental and the Frostwolf Shaman. We also want to play the Pyromancer. So the Pyromancer, he's our biggest damage dealer or backline. So if you look at our backlines, we only have the Frostwolf Shaman and our Pyromancer. So this is why we have to play our Pyromancer. He's the one that does, she's the one that does the most damage, and she does some AoE damage. So the Pyromancer is a AoE unit, attacks ground and air, and does a ball of fire, I guess, that does some good elemental AoE damage. and we are gonna give her the Pyroblast talent. The Pyroblast talent is gonna deal triple damage on the first attack. So the Pyromancer is gonna deal so much damage, especially when behind a General Drakkisath, where all enemies are gonna take 50% increased damage. And I believe that the increased damage is also applied to turrets. So if we have anything like a Pyromancer that locks on a turret next to a General Drakkisath, well, then the damage is going to be insane. So we play Pyroblast. Obviously, guys, in all of these lists, I say which talent I use, but you guys don't have to use that talent. If you guys don't have the talent, this list is also extremely playable. I'll go like that. Now, from now on, in every list, I'm going to talk about the talents to focus on first. I would go for the Earth Shield talent. This is the most important, so this would be the first one I would go for in this list. And then we also have the Immolation Aura, which would be a second, but not as important than the Earth Shield. So I hope this helps going for what are the more important talents for these decks. So yeah. And then next up we have obviously our Safe Pilot and Quillbore. So this combo I played almost every single list. What you do is you Safe Pilot and Quillbore the chest, you spam them. The Safe Pilot is a unit that crashes into the enemy backline and then is going to do some AoE damage. So once again, this does elemental damage, which is extremely good with the General Drakkisath. And then if we play it with the Gnomish Cloaking device, we are going to have a free hit, which is going to be enhanced from the ambush ability. So the Gnomish Cloaking device is going to be the talent for Safe Pilot. I suggest highly to take this talent until they nerf Safe Pilot. Extremely good talent as well. Once again, can still be played without. Yes, so we are going to jump into the next one. We have the Quillbore. So once again, Quillbore, good to get chests. The Quillbore has the resistant trait, so you don't have to play next to General Drakkisath, because we are going to play General Drakkisath with the Chromatic Scales, right? That grants resistant to the nearby allies. But the Quillbore already has a resistant trait, so we don't have to play the Quillbore next to General Drakkisath. So we are able to do more creative plays, played further than our whole push. But yeah, still, nonetheless, extremely good unit. Very good. It helps us with protecting our units. For example, the Huntress can be extremely annoying. The Huntress can bounce onto like our Frostful Shaman, stuff like that. So we can play our Quillbore to distract the Huntress, and then our push would destroy her, and we could win the game just like that, right? And then finally in this list we have Chain Lightning. So I do want to run a spell in almost all of my decks. So this one we are running Chain Lightning. Once again, I play Brilliant Flash to get us also a stun, but what does Chain Lightning do? So the Chain Lightning does some AoE damage that chains between units. This is extremely good to deal with Whelp Eggs, because it's gonna destroy the Whelp Eggs and then destroy the dragon, the little whelps that spawn. It's very good to deal with like a lot of different stuff. When you use the stun ability, you can reset some units, which is also extremely good. And what's especially good is the fact that you can play Chain Lightning around General Drakkisath for double damage, right? Because it's also some elemental damage. So really important thing to know, to remember. And yeah, very good. Guys, the idea of this list is to create one big push, or sometimes two. If your opponent has some answers to what you are going to do, well, then you could do two different push. Especially once you're playing against like a Baron Riven, their list, always go for the left turret first, so that there's less skeleton that are going to spawn, and then you can control the middle. But yeah, if you create a big push, you can maybe stack some shaman there, some pyromancer, some stuff like that. It's going to be extremely hard for your opponent to deal with. The fire elemental, I wouldn't play with General Drakkisath in the same push, but other than that, you create the biggest thing you can. You play some Safe Pilot to crash into some important targets. You can Chain Lightning and Quillbore as well to help finish off those targets. So anyway, guys, this is an extremely good list for General Drakkisath. So yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this deck. Please tell me how it goes. We will jump to some PvP games, and we'll see you guys there. All right, we are playing against the Baron Riven Bear list. We are immediately going to send our Quillbore, our Safe Pilot, just as always. We do seem to have a level on our enemy leader. We are going to send our Fire Elemental with our Shaman. And we are going to play our Pyromancer far back just to make sure we do defend this play. There it is. We should be able to take care of the Griffin Rider as well and the Plague Farmer. With that done, we are immediately going to start a play. We are going to push to the... No, we actually are going to keep going to the left because we don't want these extra skeletons to spawn. We are going to play our Pyromancer to help us defend. Can our Chain Lightning? Yes, because of the extra elemental damage. And so we are going to play our Quillboar behind. Unfortunately, our opponent will be able to defend fairly well here. We are going to save Violet to defend. Can we play our Fire Elemental in time? Not really. We at least do take care of those skeletons. We're going to play the Shaman. We're going to play a Pyromancer to further defend. We're going to Chain Lightning just to help a bit. We are going to send our Miner with our Drakkisath. So we did play the Quillboar to try to go on the offensive on that ghoul. We do start to apply pressure on our opponent's base as we take the left side, but we are already heading into the overtime, which is rough. We are going to send our Drakkisath down the middle, and maybe another Shaman to help the first one. And we are going to play our Quillboar far left. We are going to Chain Lightning to kill that Plague Farmer. We do now finally go on the offensive. We are going to put another Frostwolf Shaman. We are now stacking everything. Our opponent does play a Blizzard, but we have so much going on. We are going to play our Pyromancer as well. We are sending our Quillboar top left, and we are going to take the win just like that with a good comeback against this Baron Rivendare list. All right, we are playing against the Sneed list. We're going to get ready to drop our stuff. We don't have a good rotation, so we are going to play our Pyromancer to cycle to everything we need. Our opponent does drop an Abomination. The Pyromancer should have one-shot the opponent's Pyromancer, but is going to get pulled by the Abomination. We are going to Chain Lightning this Miner. We are going to play our Frostwolf Shaman here. Oh, the opponent's Sneed has the Miner trait. We do get to protect our Frostwolf Shaman, but he gets pulled in the other lane by the Abomination. However, our Drakkisath will not tolerate that and goes on the offensive. We can play our safe ballot here on our chest. We should perhaps get both chests unless our opponent does contest it. We are going to play the Pyromancer to one-shot the Defias Bandits. Instead of going for the Chain Lightning on the Miner, we will go for the Quillbore just to have more options at the ready. It might not have been even necessary. Will our Drakkisath reach in time? Okay, we have to send our Shaman to the left. Now we do have the Defias Bandit here to deal with the Chain Lightning to deal with the Defias Bandits. There goes an Abomination. We are going to safe pilot. Hopefully, we should be able to take down the Abomination with the safe pilot, but I'm not sure of that interaction. Opponent does get both chests, which is extremely unfortunate. We are going to play our Drakkisath with our Pyromancer and our Shaman. The Earth Shield goes to the Pyromancer. Somehow that makes her survive all of that, which is extremely good, but wasn't planned. We sent everything to the right because we do want to control the top middle, especially with the Pyromancer. This is extremely good. Our opponent is taking the left turret, but we will challenge this now with our safe pilot. We have our Quillbore that will spawn in the middle to get that 2 gold immediately as our Fire Elemental goes middle. So there it is. Our Pyromancer gets pulled. We are going to Chain Lightning here just to add a little bit more pressure. Our Frostful Shaman gets pulled, but we do take care of the opponent. Here our Shaman gets destroyed, but our Fire Elemental is starting to connect on the enemy base. We are going to send our Miner. We have a Shaman drop coming down the middle. We are going to send a Drakkisath. We also have a Quillbore at the ready, but we are instead going to cycle to our Chain Lightning here as our Miner is doing some serious work here. Okay, Abomination pull. So our Frostwolf Shaman would get completely destroyed by the Abomination, but we do have an advantage here. We are going to play the Quillbore, and then we are going to play our safe ballot, which is going to get a lot of value. We are going to keep our Quillbore for taking down the chests. We are going to send our Shaman, and now we have our Quillbore. We can send our safe ballot to the left, as it's going to have a different angle to attack the turret, which is extremely important. We do take some damage, but the Shaman is a big MVP here. We do have another Chain Lightning, so we are going to sink our gold so that we don't leak. We are going to Chain Lightning these Defias Bandits just because we have such a gold advantage, and we are going to send another Miner. And then we should be able to take the win here in overtime. Alright, we are playing against the General List. Immediately Quillbore, safe pilot. We are going to Chain Lightning the Bandits here. We will send our Miner, and we will play our Pyroblast once the Harpies connect, just to make sure our Pyromancer survives. We're going to play our Quillbore on the Huntress. We use this Chain Lightning to kill the Huntress. We're going to send our Miner to the right. We are going to safe pilot the Jaina. And here we are going to play our Drakkisath, and we are going to send our Miner to the left. So the opponent Defias Bandit do connect. We are going to keep our Chain Lightning for Harpies. Here we will play our Fire Elemental here. And here we are going to play our Frostful Shaman to save our Fire Elemental. We have our Drakkisath that is gonna connect on the enemy base. Our opponent plays a safe pilot. We are gonna hopefully get the chest soon. We do. We send our billboard and we send our miner. We are gonna play a safe pilot because we do not want these Defiance bandits to take that chest. Okay, so at least it's the quill board that's going to get the chest instead. Can our fire elemental get there in time? Yes, he can. We are going to quill board here behind. Will the quill board be enough to take the turret? Hopefully it is. We will keep the chain lightning for the harpies. We have to. We play our Drak to help us defend. We do have the top left turret on our opponent here. So now we are going to send the miner because we do control the middle. And the quillbore once again. We have our chain lightning at the ready for harpies. The blizzard doesn't kill our miner, so this is perfect. Hopefully gold mine will spawn fairly soon. We are dancing our miner until a gold mine spawns. We will play our chain lightning just to be sure we do get back that tower. Jaina doesn't seem to want to lock on the turret, which is perfect. And now we are going back on the offensive. We are playing our pyromancer. We are going to send our miner. And then we are going to play the safe pilot on the huntress. Our opponent drops his own safe pilot, but we will completely destroy it. We are going to send our quillboard top right. And we are going to chain lightning the Jaina. We don't have anything for the harpies. We do have the safe pilot actually. The safe pilot will be used against the harpies. We play our quillboard far left. We do have the chain lightning, so we are going to end the game just like that. All right, we are playing against the Tyrion list. We are going to send our safe pilot, our Drak. We are even going to send our miner. Our opponent plays his safe pilot. We are going to play our shaman here. Hopefully we will have enough to defend with our fire elemental. We are going to chain lightning here. We don't want our opponent to get 2 free gold here. We're going to play the fire elemental perfectly here so that we don't take any damage. Can we take care of the miner before he gets a gold? I guess not. We're going to play the quillboard behind because the huntress would have splashed onto our shaman. This allows us to control the middle, which is very valuable. We are going to send our Frostfall Shaman. And we are going to send another Drakkisath, but we are going to send it far left because we do have enough healing to protect both our tanks here. We do have also a chain lightning if need be. We are going to send a pyromancer here. We are going to send our safe pilot. We are playing our quillboard top left. We do have some good damage here on our opponent already. And just like that, we are going to take the win against this Tyrion list. All right, we are playing against Charlga list here. We are going to send our miner, our Drak, our quillboard, and our safe pilot here. We're going to play our chain lightning, and we are going to play our Frostfall Shaman here. We're We're going to play our Pyromancer here. We are going down the pipe in the middle. Can we protect our Drak? The Power Blast will one-shot the Harpy, which is extremely good. Or the Banshee. Come on, Shaman. We need our Shaman to heal our Drak, not our Fire Elemental. We will safe pilot the Charlga as we send another Shaman. We do get some good heal from our Shaman here. You're going to send another Miner to cycle back. This is a perfect target for the Banshee. Alright, our Fire Elemental is soaking up the damage. This is perfect. It will allow our Drakkisath to heal back with the double healers behind. We are going to send the safe pilot on the far left. Quillbore on the far right. And just like that, we are going to take the win. Alright, we are playing against the Baron Rivendare list. And guys, this will be our last game for today. Hopefully we can get the Quillbore and the safe pilot to control the middle as quickly as possible. Quillbore. We're going to send the Miner and the safe pilot here. And immediately when we get our goal, we are going to play our Drakkisath here with Frostal Shaman. We are going to send... No, we are not going to send our Quillbore. We are going to engage the Baron Rivendare on the middle bridge. We are going to play the Quillbore because we don't want the Huntress to do a lot of splash damage while we are trying to destroy the enemy. We will send everything to the left against Baron Rivendare. We want to play everything on the left so that we counter at least one of the two skeleton spawn, or one of the three skeleton spawn. We do take the turret. And we are going to send another Miner. Now we do get the turret. We are immediately going to play another Shaman, stacking them together. We are going to play our Quillbore and our safe pilot. Once we do get the goal, we are going to send our Miner to the right because we want that Miner to mine that second gold mine. We do have a Chain Lightning, but there's nothing our opponent can do here. We are going to take the win. And guys, this is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a crazy list. This list works so much better since the new turrets, the new fire turrets or dragon turret. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye, guys.